What if I told you that one private jet flew more victims than celebrities? This wasn't a normal flight. It had no airline logo, no schedule, no witnesses. And yet, it carried countless victims across states and countries. This is the story of Jeffrey Epstein's flying crime network and the jet known as the Lolita Express. To the world, it looked like a luxury Gulfstream jet. To survivors, it was a cage with wings. Epstein used his private aircraft to move girls between recruiting cities, mansions, and private islands. It allowed him border-free movement, far from families, far from law enforcement, and completely under his control. Court-released flight logs reveal the pattern. Palm Beach, Florida to New York to New Mexico Ranch, Florida to U.S. Virgin Islands, New York to Paris, Florida to Ohio. These were not business trips. Each flight was a step in a systematic transport network, connecting victims to Epstein's properties and hiding the crimes in plain sight. In the Caribbean, Epstein owned two private islands, Little St. James, Great St. James. Survivors described guarded mansions, restricted rooms, and constant surveillance. Victims were flown close to the islands, then transferred by boat to avoid detection. The plane was their highway, the islands their prison. According to court records and survivor testimonies, victims were intimidated and controlled on board. Staff enforced silence and compliance. Survivors described feeling like cargo, not people. The plane itself became a tool of transport and control, enabling abuse to continue without interruption. This was not random chaos, it was an organized network. Recruiters targeting young girls, flights relocating them to specific locations, properties where abuse occurred, NDAs and threats to ensure silence. The aircraft was the engine that powered this criminal enterprise. Epstein's crimes were documented over decades. 2005 through 2008, Palm Beach case. 2019, federal trafficking charges. 2021, Ghislaine Maxwell convicted. Flight logs and survivor statements provided critical evidence of how the aircraft enabled this system. The private jet was not the weapon, but it was the engine of crime. It moved victims, concealed patterns, and delayed justice. The network spanned states and countries, but today the truth is visible, and the world can finally see how Epstein's flying crime network operated. Silence protected him for years. Now, awareness can prevent history from repeating. If the truth matters to you, share this story, because light is the only thing that can end shadows.